cloud. So just okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. This is Meena Puri from Ayurvedic Healing Center. And if you're not familiar with Ayurveda, Ayurveda is ancient, time-tested wisdom for health and longevity. Ayurveda uses many, many modalities, nutrition, lifestyle, meditation, herbal medicine, healing modalities. But most importantly, Ayurveda is a study of consciousness. So if you are struggling with physical ailments, have no answers, if you're struggling with, mental and emotional health, especially these times, and if you're looking for a spiritual direction, look at Ayurvedic medicine. You can visit my website, ayurvedichealingcenter.com, for more information. And I trust and believe that you will find the answers to your health concerns, spirituality, healing with Ayurveda. So with that, I am so thrilled and excited to invite my friend and colleague, Liza Baker. Liza is an author of a book called Flip Your Kitchen that have changed the lives of so many people, because it has helped simplify cooking, nutrition, and how to use food to heal. Yes, we do have a lot of information on nutrition and diet and recipes, and perhaps that's exactly our dilemma. There is so much, there is so much information, yet we don't have the information. Yet we stand in front of the kitchen, in the fridge and saying, I don't know what to eat. I don't know what to cook. So as I thought more about this, and I think, because we have been kind of in our homes, and a lot of people are spending a lot of time on screen because, this is a way to cope. There's nothing wrong with that. But I also noticed that there's just tons and tons of cooking recipes and cooking videos. And I find them fascinating. Once you start watching, you're thinking, oh, I wonder what she's going to next, what she's going to do next. So there's an entertainment value. So that's wonderful. But what I'd like to take you back on the basics. Cooking is not entertainment. It can be, but there is much more to that. Cooking is entertainment because you enjoy it. But what happens when we're continuously watching cooking shows as entertainment? We think we have to replicate that. We think we have to produce that. We believe that we need those ingredients. We believe that we need to make it exactly so. I just watched, 2 recipes. I don't know, it was in front of me, those 30-second recipes. I got hooked onto them. How to make hummus. I've been making it wrong all along. And so, my point of sharing that with you is there are so many different ways. And people, we are people, we create our way. So apart from the entertainment value, what food really is medicine. If we can use food to heal, to nurture and nourish what we need, maybe we don't need pills, okay? And in my practice, time after time after time after, I work with clients who heal themselves with Ayurvedic nutrition. And one myth that I want to kind of take right off the table. So Ayurvedic nutrition is not vegetarian cooking or vegan or any such box like that. It's the ability to go deeper into the foods that you are consuming and asking questions like, what are the properties of the food? What are the digestive and post-digestive effects? What does my body need? What season am I in? What is the time of the day? What is best for me? So Ayurvedic nutrition requires that we tune in. Okay, we don't do mindless eating. We tune in to the needs of the body. We tune into the environment, and then and after we understand what's in the food that we are consuming, we prepare a meal. We understand how to combine foods. We understand how to add different tastes. We understand what a plate or a lunch or dinner looks like. So once we learn that, I would never look at a recipe. I hardly actually ever look at a recipe. I'm not malnourished. I eat wonderful foods and I make up stuff all the time. And I don't have tons of gadgets. I have a very simple, basic kitchen, just like all of you. And there's the thrill, the confusion about nutrition is not there. I'm not constantly Googling information on, oh, should I eat strawberries? What is the wonder food or the miracle food of the day? And the truth is there's tons of wonderful miracle foods, but we can't consume them all in one day. So it'll be a chore. We'll be just eating all day. You need this much every day. You need that much of there are some basics, but if I look at all the wonderful foods, to try to consume them every day and to have the stress of, am I eating this? Am I eating that? What we are doing, we are going out of ourselves to someone else to tell us what to eat. Everybody's body is unique. Everybody's body is different. So we tuning in to what your body's constitution is. What are your tendencies? If the tendency is that at the end of the day, you tend to turn on the screen and you just want to eat, that's telling. So maybe if you ate little bit more during the day, body's full. You wouldn't be making up for it at evening time. So such kind of analysis, such critical thinking that is needed to practice mindful eating, which is Ayurvedic nutrition. And so I'm going to now turn on to the mic to give the mic to Liza Baker. Liza and I met at Ann Arbor Wellness Coalition. And we're kindred spirits. We clicked on so many levels on how we view health and how we view nutrition. So we came together to collaborate with the program that starts this Sunday, but stay till the end of the video so you can get all the details and sign up for it. And so Liza wrote a book called Flip Your Kitchen. And like I mentioned, she helps people every day to literally flip their kitchen. So Liza, will you go ahead and welcome to the live, and would you tell us a little bit more about you?
Sure, thanks for having me, Meena. I'm really excited for this collaboration. A little bit about me. Well, I'm an integrative nutrition health coach, and my past life is actually in the culinary world. I trained at culinary school in Chicago and then had a catering business and then left food for a while I had small children. Came back to it in a very different way, really trying to teach people how to cook from scratch because it's sort of a lost art. And it's so funny because as I listen to you talk, Meena, I'm like, yes, check. Oh, it turns out I've been practicing Ayurveda all this time and I never knew it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And really the focus of my book is really to just get people back in the kitchen cooking from scratch and not obsessing over complicated recipes, long grocery lists, superfoods, just really getting people back into the kitchen, cooking from scratch and really tuning into what it is they want. Because as you said, Meena, we're so used to looking outside ourselves for how to eat. And, sometimes it's the latest diet book, which may or may not be written by a physician. An MD could write a book about some kind of diet, or, our favorite celebrity loses all this weight on a particular diet, or our brother tries something. We're always looking around outside ourselves and thinking, oh, I should eat like that. That's the way I should eat. And we try it and it doesn't work for us. And then we think it's our fault. It's like, well, it worked for them. Why isn't it working for me? It's a problem with me. No, it's a problem with the food and the diet that they're recommending because we're all individual and we don't all benefit from the same types of foods in the same quantities at the same time of year. So really my book is an attempt to get people to tune into what it is they want to be eating and to make recipes that are very simple. It's kind of funny. My husband always says that my cookbook has a marketing issue because I'm trying to get people to stop using cookbooks. But it really is the idea that you can learn about what whole foods are. You can learn a few very basic recipes and cooking techniques, and then you can go into your pantry and come up with dinner any night of the week without having to run to the grocery store, look at a recipe. So that's really where I go with my food coaching and the kitchen coaching that I do, is to really get people back in the kitchen, cooking from scratch, not worrying about, oh, that doesn't look like I could post it on Instagram, because nobody cares. And also just recognizing, like you said, we're obsessed with cooking shows. But how many of us are ever going to be in a position where somebody comes to us and says, here's half a pig and you have to make 7 courses and each course should include a piece of the pig in it? That's not going to happen in real life. So why do we take that into the kitchen? Like, oh, it has to be fast and it has to be really sexy looking. And it's like, no, you just have to go into your kitchen and treat it like a really sacred space that is going to nourish you. And then once you have that attitude, you can start eating more mindfully and cooking more mindfully. So that's the sort of work that I do.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I loved when you said, I've been practicing Ayurvedic cooking all the time.
Oh, no.
Here it is. So Ayurveda is not just this another box that I want to put you into. Ayurveda is basics. It's nature. It's understanding. It's looking at a banana. It's like, does it have a more, fiery element or earth element or air element? I mean, you don't need rocket science. Yeah. When you eat a banana, you know how it hits a spot. It's heavy, it's thick, it's gooey. Does your body need that? When you eat an apple, as opposed to when you eat an apple, just the taste and the texture and the food can tell us a lot. And that's the kind of thing that we want to pay attention to. And, this pandemic, I mean, I was limiting my visits to the grocery shop. So I made whatever. I only have healthy stuff at home. Like I would say 95%. Every now and then there's a little junk food. And, love those Indian salty
snacks. Yes.
And, but if I ran out of onions or tomatoes, well, guess what? They didn't go into whatever I made. Yeah. So I don't go get the ingredients and then say, oh, I'm going to make this. And the dish has to have a name. No, I'm going to look at what's in my kitchen and pull something together and work with what you have. If you always have healthy ingredients, then you don't need to worry about it. And, the obsession with cooking, like the diet mentality is my pet peeve. Everybody's on a diet, like everybody's trying to lose weight. Well, how did the weight get in there to begin with? Okay, so, and there doesn't have to be this miracle diet or that miracle diet, although there is they're blowing out of proportions. How many people have suggestions and diets? If we stick to the basics, eat whole foods, reduce processed foods, and, eat in intervals. So your body is relying on you to nourish it. Don't eat in between meals. And there's a lot more to that. But I think why the cooking and the nutrition and the food is getting so much attention. And I wonder if it hasn't created our almost an addiction to food. Because, let's face it, food, the senses, it tastes so good. And when there is nurturing and nourishment missing on so many other levels, we want to suck all the enjoyment, all the entertainment from food. And
food is a really easy replacement for all kinds of things. Yeah.
Well, what we keep doing, we keep on harping on food and saying, well, eat this, measure your portions and log all the calories. And this is the diet you follow. And people follow it for a little bit and they get results, but they go right back to it. Yeah. So really, how does food fit in your overall life, in your lifestyle? How are you doing other things? Because how you do other things is how are you going to deal with food. And so how can you have a, kind of a complete balanced life? So food is fuel. We eat to live, not live to eat. So, so that mental obsession, we have to focus and direct it someplace else, a little bit more useful than being obsessed about food. And I'm thinking, even if we only ate 20 foods, we could be very healthy. And the truth is, we don't have to have every nut and every seed that's available. We don't have to have every fruit. We don't have to have every vegetable. We are lucky, we're fortunate that we live in such an abundant times. Regardless of what the world is going through, we are living in an abundance world, abundant times. But the truth is, you don't need all of that. You don't need all of that to be healthy. You don't need all of that to use the food to nourish and heal you so we can get on with our lives instead of food is always on the mind. Really, food is fuel to move you in the direction of whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's fuel. So yes, so, I really love the fact that we, think along the same term, and I think that on the same wavelength. So I think anybody who attends the program with two of us joined together will hopefully get inspired, and some things will click, and also they may walk away with a lot of tools that they can begin to do. So that is what this program is about. So Liza, should we go ahead and tell people the details?
Go ahead and tell people where to find us.
Where to find us. All right. So first of all, if you are watching, thank you so much for watching and joining us. I'm still kind of looking at Zoom. I don't know how to go to Facebook because then I see myself talk and it just seems very distracting. I haven't figured that out. So I just stay on Zoom so I can pay attention to Liza. So I'm not necessarily looking at your questions at this moment, but please feel free to ask any questions. I will come back to the video later and answer all of your questions. So the program starts this January. It's January 10th, Sunday. So we really just have 3 Sundays in January from 2 to 4. Very convenient time, convenient day from the comfort of your own home. And it's, you don't need to know anything. That's why there are no requirements to attend. That's why you come to the program so you can learn what you need to learn. So if you are struggling with overconsumption of food, if you are turning to food all the time for comfort, if food is on your mind all the time, and if when you go into the kitchen, you can't figure out what to eat, you go to the grocery shop, you end up buying all the wrong things, and you don't know how to cook in a way that's, how to combine foods and what spices, etc., to use that will increase the metabolism and make the food more digestible. If you're wondering, should I go vegan? Should I go vegetarian? Should I have a meat diet? Should I have this diet? Really, you deserve much more than that. You don't need to spend so much of your precious time, energy, and mental energy on figuring out food when it can become so simple. So, way back when I taught an Ayurvedic nutrition program, which was like, 8 or 10 weeks long, a lot of education, we cooked recipes, we ate, it was delightful. And the reason why I point that out, because we have compacted, we're really crystallizing and getting to the point very quickly so we can get you started on healthy eating. And the program is only for 3 weeks, 3 Sundays, 2 hours each. And come on and join us. You are really going to walk away glad that you joined. You're going to take a lot away with you with this program. So I will post a link to click and sign up in the comment section of the video. So be sure to come back and check that. And the name of my book that I wrote 2 years ago is Healing Your Relationship with Food, the Ayurveda Answer. You can get a digital copy from my website or hard copy on the Amazon. If you notice that book, the recipe section was a bonus, was like only 40 recipes for the fun of it, because I don't give recipe. I mean, I'll give you recipe, I'll teach you, but
a formula instead of a recipe.
A formula, exactly. It's like, really, do you really need another recipe? Google it. You'll be bombarded with recipes. Recipes is not what we need. I'm sorry. I believe that. We don't need more recipes. We need deeper understanding, and deeper understanding doesn't mean it's a difficult understanding. It's actually easy understanding. We need to simplify. We need to use food to create health and nourish and nurture and heal ourselves, learning how to use food as medicine and get on with our lives. So the 3-week program is 3 Sundays, 2 to 4. The link will be in the comment section. Click and you are in. And there are bonuses included with the program. You will get a complimentary consultation with me and also with Liza. And you'll get a copy of my book. Liza, is your
and also my book, yep.
And the copy
of all the recipes you ever want.
Her book is this thick, and very attractive, very colorful. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, you created this book. So really, all the recipes, the simple one that you need is in her book. And so here it is. And what else? Are we missing anything?
I don't think so. Start this Sunday, January 10th, 2021 at 2 p.m. So make sure to register.
Right. And once you sign up, we'll give you a Zoom link and you just get on Zoom and here we are. And I love Zoom. I love technology that we are able to. I'm in Toronto, Liza is in Michigan, but it doesn't matter. We're sitting in the same kind of the screen living room together.
And then we're going to be in your living room.
Living room. So if you are, these are the issues that you're struggling with. I cannot, I really encourage you to take a look at the program. If you have questions, send me an email at empuri@ayurvedichealingcenter.com. All the information will be in the comment section, and we look forward to having you. So thank you, Liza. And with that, I am going to stop the live. Thank you, everyone, for watching.